device had registered Junpei's bracelet number 5. I don't know if we how much further this we got, but welcome to the D-pad. I'm Rick.
And I'm Peter.
Stra. This is 9999 persons, 9 doors, 9 hours, 9 cities, 9 states, 9 time zones, 9 aircraft hangars,
9 dick slaps,
9 years to live,
9 boats.
9 boats. This is actually Resident Evil Revelations squared. His was not enough, however. At least 2 more people were needed. Junpei asked, which pair?
Oh, that's right. We were right at the spot of deciding who we were
That's
bringing
right.
with
We stopped
us.
on this right here. So now, welcome to the D-pad. And I'm Rick.
Stra.
And I'm Peter.
This is 9999999.
There's a lot of nines.
Favorite phone number. So, okay. I don't think we properly actually decided who we were going to take. So, we got Ace and Lotus. So, Lotus is the dancer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Ace
Ace
was
is
the
Lion.
Lotus is the
Lion.
sultry one.
Probably a pretty good pair to go with
They
in terms
seem
of like
decent.
they seem pretty okay. Snake and Seven. I don't really trust Snake.
Snake's also blind, which
He's
not
also
to be
blind.
dissing on him, but like that,
It'll
not
be
gonna be able to
harder.
help look for clues. Maybe I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe
sure.
he'll find other clues with like hearing and stuff.
7 was the mountain, I think. I don't
Pretty
think
sure,
they're going to make a
yes.
wonderful combination in here. And then we got Santa and June. So Santa is our dweeby. He's just dweeby because I use Silver's voice for him, but
I would just like to say again, I know we talked about this a lot before. I hate that they gave them names and then immediately went, "JK, fuck those names."
oh my god,
Here's
yeah.
their code names
I
now.
hate that.
That's so annoying.
Right, and June is Akane, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm kind of leaning 1 and 8, but I'm curious
Let's
if you
do
guys
it.
have stronger opinions on that.
We can do 1 and 8.
1 and 8, okay. Ace Lotus, you think you give me a hand here? The pun was a little too on the nose, but
What?
the mood was still grim. Oh, God.
Give
Because
me
they
a
had to put
hand
their
here.
hands on
Oh.
the thing.
Okay, I guess
Both Ace and Lotus lifted their hands silently.
left hand specifically.
Well, because that's what's got the bracelet on it, right? He verified, and she followed suit. This math is going to get so old.
We
by the
don't
end of
need
this
to be
game.
told. It's okay.
They'd fulfilled the conditions. Everyone we were allowed to choose fulfilled the conditions. If
This
they-
is numerology math.
Yes. This is very numerological. Oh, this is spooky music. I was like, I thought that was like a door opening. I'm like, oh no, it's repeating. So this is door number 5,
Yep.
which I think was the door that 9 died in.
I believe so.
So
Nerd boy.
Yep.
we may see a whole exploded ass body in here for all we know.
Oh, his ass exploded.
Yeah. Are you guys
Not-
ready? I'm going to open it. Junpei grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, all of them? All right. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grim line.
We're very serious
Okay.
over here on the D-pad.
Then he slowly lowered
His pants.
the lever.
So there's a 4 door right over there. So does that
Yeah.
mean that Clover and the other 4 get to go through that door?
I think they could, yeah. There was a metallic groan and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it.
It's been forever. I'm trying to remember what was the... Because we
think-
needed to be at least 2 people.
At least...
I think it was 2 or 3.
it was either 2 or 3. I think it might have been 3.
3 at a minimum?
I think it was like
there was
you
some
and
like
2 others.
2 to 5 person limit or something.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
forget
was.
the- yeah.
There was some
It's like
range.
you can't just be like, I'm 5, I'm going through the 5
Yes, you
door.
have to at the very least have other folks that are in it too.
People that sum to
Excuse
9.
me. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth at the stench that nearly made them gag.
Right. The dead
Oh,
body.
that's absolutely going to be a, are we thinking disintegrated body? Like
Splattered.
red mist type scenario?
Just splattered over
Oh
the
my
entire
God.
compartment.
Right? Or is it that the bracelet is a bomb? You know?
Just an exploded arm.
Yeah.
Good God.
Lotus and Ace shuddered. 7 grunted.
Oomph.
Didn't ask you, Mountain. What's up?
Oomph, yeah.
They're looking in.
Whoa, that's pretty bad.
Even Santa's voice shook. Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't give him a Santa voice.
Hey, he blew up.
To be fair, he looks like a Silver.
He does.
Yeah,
That's
the
the thing.
spiky
The
Was
hair
his
hair
name
really
Silver
helped.
originally?
Yeah.
I don't remember anymore.
Silver was the name we gave him before.
I was going to say, I thought that
was the whole,
yeah.
yeah. It appeared that Santa was right. The hallway on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of
I
torn
called
flesh
it.
and dark red blood. Now, are we going to see this? And if we're going to see this, are we going to have to
Search through
censor it somehow for the sake of this being allowed on YouTube? Okay, we're still okay so far.
I was gonna say that's not worse than Resident Evil type thing.
That's blood splatter.
That's a lot of blood.
That is quite a lot of blood to have been in a person.
I mean, people contain a lot of blood.
It's true, but not like
that is a normal
amount of blood.
That is a normal amount.
Is it 5 quarts?
I think it is a little over a gallon. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's either 5 quarts, 5 liters, which are very close together. But,
blood in a human.
I'm afraid while you're looking, Peter, you do have one line for us here. Thank you.
It's about 5 liters in adults.
The shriek echoed across the room. It had come from June. Then her strength left her, and she dropped. As Junpei turned to catch her, the door groaned shut.
Are they just going to not go in there? Because I feel like that would be like, all right.
So if anybody who didn't verify went in there, then we'd all explode too, and the game would be over.
I think so. Yeah, if somebody else ran in, like if Akane was like, what? And ran in, game over. Like, whoa. She crumbled to the floor. And honestly, I wonder if there's a possibility, could that choice that we had there have had a wrong answer? Like if we
pick wrong?
If we chose like Silver and June, if Silver runs in and we run in and June starts to walk in, and she's just like, what? And passes out, do we just lose?
It would be really rude of them to give that a wrong answer when mathematically they were all right answers.
It's true. June, you okay?
It doesn't sound like anybody went in, to be fair.
I think we all stood on the outside, yeah. Junpei dropped to his knees and put his arm around her shoulders. Ah! He looks like he's just yelling directly into her ear. That was when he noticed. Her whole body was feverish. She was radiating intense heat.
Because she's so hot.
What the hell?
So
where'd this fever come from?
So we changed our mind and none of us went in?
I guess, yeah. I wonder if there were comments on the first video that were I think they hadn't gone all the way through, or maybe it was in the Discord. They were like, I wonder whether they'll choose door 5 or door 4. And we had chosen door 5. So I'm curious if the decision here is, do you look at the dead body or not?
Oh yeah.
I mean, logically though, if you're gonna go through if you have to do all the doors,
yeah,
doing 5 now before it's had a chance to rot is gonna be the least gross time.
Well, not to mention,
like, it's still gonna be gross, but it's gonna be less gross.
It is also, gross as it is, an opportunity to know what the stakes are by seeing for yourself what happened.
Right.
So
if we go door 4, we
can actually progress.
Oh, I guess we do have the math for that, because we would take
just other
we take
people.
2 people who total 8 instead of 9.
Oh, right.
Or
right.
we take
could take
the
any
person that's
pair,
4,
or we take
or
Clover and 2 others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's plenty of.
Because we and Clover
that
add up
Junpei
to
always
9.
needs to be included, but
Yeah, well, it'd be kind of hard to progress without protagonists.
Yeah. June didn't answer. Her face looked like wax, and her whole body began to shake. Turned out
she's allergic to dead bodies.
Yeah, she was actually a wax sculpture the whole time.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's just rest here for a minute, okay? You think you can walk? She nodded weakly. She'll have to nod a little more often than that. Junpei lifted June to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. I just want to point out that right before we started this, I was like, man, we played for like 2 hours last time. We had one real set of stuff to do, and we've made one decision. We're right back to text.
Yep.
It'd be cool to actually, do gameplay.
Yep.
That'd be nice.
As gently as he could, he set her down in it.
Kind of wondering what percentage visual novel this is.
Yeah, it might be like 80+% VN. How are you feeling? Are you all right? She nodded, more than weakly. And as she did, one big boop,
huge
rolled down the
tear
side
rolled
of her
down the
face.
side of her face.
It looked unnaturally large.
Classic manga
Because her
style.
tears were viscous, so it got to pool up more before it rolled.
And her face was hydrophobic, so it all just moved together.
Why did he have to die? He was a piece of shit.
Why did this happen?
Her voice cracked, broken by misery and grief and choked by sobs.
Why did this happen?
Junpei spun around. Do any of you know what the fuck is going on here? Who's Zero? What's this Nonary game?
A Nonary Game is the one that you play, but you must win to
I hate that we had to read that
game.
like 4 times.
Flashback to the Nonary Game explanation.
Also, you guys already had this whole discussion.
I
Junpei.
know, this is like
it
the
was like
fifth time
30
we're doing
seconds
this.
ago in like game time.
Yeah.
Come on, anybody? Anything? What the hell is going on? What are we doing here? The guy who could give you the most info is dead now, so no one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, Seven, and Lotus. You can just say, like, the rest. You don't have to be this
The
specific.
gang.
The 6 people who are not the one on the screen and the one who's the
Talking.
In
protagonist.
numerical order, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8.
Yep.
They simply stood there. 7 pairs of downcast eyes and 7 grim lines for mouths. We like
Wait.
grim lines, apparently.
Which of them has 2 sets of eyes?
And a second mouth.
I think this is us, because we already have our mouth in a grim line.
Oh, okay. We are also included in
And
that.
maybe Akane has the downcast eyes, because we're probably looking at them.
Across the 8 of us, 7 pairs of down. Oh, maybe it's because one of us is blind.
Oh, that is a good point. Though I can imagine, like, that's still an instinctive kind of, like, thing, too. I don't know. Was he born blind? I forget if we got that info.
It was unclear.
Well, eyes closed.
I was gonna say he was definitely eyes closed in all his art. Not
that's
like,
true. That's true. So
I'm
I
trying-
guess
is
we're
that like
also...
is that like an instinct for people who are born blind
that-
I
to
don't
never
think
open their
so.
eyes?
that I don't know.
I feel
yeah.
like people who are born blind just sort of like have their eyes open out of habit.
Yeah, just that's how your
But I don't know.
muscles, whatever, I guess, yeah.
If you're blind, sound out
Yeah.
in the comments.
And let us know if we should narrate more of the video, I guess. I don't know if... June's body shook with silent sobs. They slowed as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. Oh, we just sat... We all stood there silently for minutes while
staring
she just...
with grim, downcast eyes.
No, the mouths are grim lines. The downcast eyes are their own thing. I'm trying to imagine standing in a room with a group of people while one person is...
Crying.
Yeah.
Well, just staring
Openly
at her.
sobbing, and we're just like...
Active sobs, and
Yep.
everybody else is just like, she'll get over it.
I'm just gonna
the
stare at
time.
her while she cries. That's a normal thing to do.
I'm just going to give you
We
your
all
space.
blacked out.
There's a time limit component to this.
Yeah, we got
Nonary
9 hours.
game.
We gotta fucking move. Then suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that enveloped them like a thick fog or a grim mouth line, a bell began to ring. The clock in the central... No way has an hour already passed.
She cried for
7,
a really long
8.
time, man.
We let her cry for an hour?
There was the kidnapping attempt,
Are
and
you
then the
kidding me?
suicide, and then the crying. It's been a while.
Are you shitting me? We got 9 hours and we wasted an hour of it standing around like a bunch of losers. Oh my god.
It's 10 o'clock then.
On a Saturday? The regular crowd
Has been here for an hour?
has been here for an hour, yeah.
No.
Ace said what each one of them had been thinking, that it was 10 o'clock then.
That we wasted a lot of...
Yeah.
That means it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement.
We ain't done shit. Seven's deep voice echoed across the room. Fuck!
Such a good line for Silver Voice. Alternate shirt. It's no use on the front. Just fuck on the back.
Yeah. Oh, no. I've had enough of this crap. Santa leapt to his feet, his fist clenched. How long are we going to pussyfoot around like this?
I want a dick foot around.
Yeah, we got to start cockfooting immediately. We will get 8 hours until this time limit Zero is going on about. Whoa, boy, that sentence wobbled a little. We've only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero is going on about is up. Let's get going already. Go!
Finally, someone says it at least.
For real. Santa's outburst fell on deaf ears. We've all actually been deaf the entire time as well, which is bad
This
news for
explains the
Snake.
communication issues.
Yeah.
So many of us are deaf, and one of us is also blind.
Yes. No one seemed to agree with it. No one seemed to agree with him?
No, we should all be agreeing.
They stared back at him, their eyes blank and their faces tired. Well, you could have taken a nap for the last hour if you're going to be this useless. Finally, Lotus spoke.
Ara. No, I refuse. I'm not going to end up like him.
You can't make me go in the rooms.
Right? Oh, we're just going to wait here until we're all exactly like him.
In 8 hours, we'll all die anyway.
Yeah. Him?
Is the implication.
You mean the ninth man?
Of course. Who else?
In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again. We didn't. The dark, reddish-black pool of blood. The scattered pieces of flesh. Uh-huh. Organs strewn across the floor. Strewn?
Strewn, I believe, yeah.
Across the floor like the blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful. The ninth man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Wait, what?
His body was still together.
Oh,
he
yeah.
landed on the ground with a weird...
Yeah, like the impact was like the force of the explosion.
You might have been right. It might have just blown off like that arm and just flung his body kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Organs strewn?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on
Suspected
where the
detonation had
explosion
thrown
was.
him against the wall. Yeah, maybe.
It could be like they could literally have it surgically inside them too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, wristwatch bomb makes a lot of sense, but like I did surgery on you while you were knocked out is also
totally
a trope.
Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall, which we kind of half of his face was crushed and the other half was covered in blood. Most of his abdomen had been empty. We're getting really deep
Very
into these
descriptive.
details.
They're being very descriptive, which is polite since they're not going to put
That's
the
true.
image on the screen.
Most of his abdomen had been emptied either by the explosion or by gravity. He had landed on his back, and stark white ribs jutted out of his chest like the legs of some sort of macabre crab.
That's starting to say chest bomb.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, if
that's
his ribs are
in
like
the torso.
If his ribs were like bursting out, then that's something that was planted in his rib cage, presumably.
Yeah.
Which, granted, that would be the easiest way to be real sure. Macabre Crab, great band name. I like it.
Yeah.
Junpei felt something flip in his stomach. Uh-oh! Everybody duck!
Now I'm exploding.
I think he just screwed up.
Wait, it took us an hour to get to this conclusion
The most
that he
obvious
didn't follow
conclusion.
the rules.
Yeah.
And then the thing that the guy said would happen happened.
Right? Eyebrows went up. They just floated up and off into the ceiling. And Santa continued. He probably set off some sort of trap, and that killed him.
That's
From
not
inside?
I'm not going to screw up like that. Based on the seemingly incorrect assumption he's made, I think he's going to screw up exactly like that.
And
Yeah.
explode.
I'm getting out of here alive. Oh, nope. Sorry. Oh, it's
I'm insane.
whatever Snake was laughing at, Santa did not find particularly humorous. And it is Santa. It's not Santa. It was explicitly a Santa reference.
Which was so weird.
What was the reason for that, actually?
I don't understand why 3 would be Christmas, right? 3?
Yeah, it was 3. I don't remember why.
I don't remember the logic now.
Yeah. What's so goddamn funny? Oh, my apologies. You were just so very confident. I
And
couldn't
you're
help
not
myself.
dying.
What the fuck? I need to take the lines from this and overlay them into like Sonic 06 and stuff. I think you've mistaken the situation. Huh? The ninth man's death. So my
Okay, Snake's got the right idea here.
yes. I've been saying for a while, like we've been doing this forever, but like my suspicion is, Akane is secretly the ninth man, but Snake also is rather suspicious, more so than the rest of the group. He did just the composure and stuff, but we'll say. It had nothing to do with a trap, or at least not the sort of trap you imagine it did. Then he broke one of Zero's rules. That was why he died. Quite simple if you think about it.
I mean, he's kind of right here, where
Yeah.
it's like it was very carefully explained, and then he didn't do it.
Yeah, he just ignored the rules. You still don't... All right. How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said?
Flashback.
Specifically, what did he say about the number of people? That is a
3
brand
to
new
5.
image for him. Holy cow. He got taller for this moment. He said, only bracket 3 to 5 bracket people can pass through one numbered door, right? And after that, and it's also 3 to 5 now means that we have our party of 8, which means everybody can always be split off into 2 teams.
Yes.
You've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say? Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back.
Yeah, as long as the 2 doors presented to us add to 9, then we can always split the full party into a group of 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Or 4 and 4.
Zero said
I don't know if we're smart enough for that, though.
that, I believe it was this one, yeah.
That
Because
one.
both of
Yeah.
these are already wrong, so. All those who enter must leave, and all those who enter must contribute, right? I think it was something like that.
That's our first prompt that had wrong answers.
That's true. Explicitly wrong answers for sure.
I think that was the idea. It was very like you have to have been not reading what just came up
Yeah.
to get this wrong.
Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can't go through. I mean, that makes sense because now we're starting to. This game is still tutorializing just a wee bit, where it's like, all right, you are going to need
This
to remember
seems a
stuff.
little bit unnecessary, though. It's like you said 3 to 5.
With
Yeah.
a
It
big
wasn't
old,
that hard to understand.
with a big old blood splatter on a wall, I don't feel like we should be getting this level of hand holding.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
We're
this
off to
game
the
should have a
races.
higher age rating than would require this
You
much
would, right, you
hand
would
holding.
think.
But I might be skewed.
No.
Sorry.
That is correct.
Also,
a gold
the
star
description
for you,
of the
Junpei.
gore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. All of that, it sort of leads me to think that this game should be targeted at people who are smart enough to not need this
Yeah.
much description.
Snake inclined his head toward Junpei. The 9th man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed.
Murdered.
Is you?
Oh, sorry. Then Zero's watching us from somewhere.
Yeah. That was that not obvious?
That was making sure we don't break any rules.
Oh, I'm not so sure of that. Or it's all automated because it's... Which again...
Little column A, little column B.
Which, if this is the case, if Snake is correct about this, then this would imply that there's absolutely the possibility that Zero is a member of our team.
Yep.
Like, as a part of our group.
Why not?
Because this execution system is entirely automatic. You didn't notice? There's no need for him to monitor us.
What do you mean?
Snake looked at Seven with what only could be described as pity and sighed.
Looked in his general direction.
Very well. I see it must be me who tells you. Would it be it must be I who tells you?
Both are technically correct.
Yeah.
It's like
I actually
classist
kinda
grammar
works.
police
Yeah.
to demand that it be I there.
He isn't noble, though.
If anything, if it must be me whom tells you, no, because it is who tells you, so it's a subject case, but it must be me. I think it is correct, yeah.
Nerd.
I find grammar fascinating. all right?
Nerd.
I've waited long enough, I suppose, and he just opens his eyes and starts stabbing people.
I also nerd out about grammar. So.
I just like to call Rick a nerd.
I'd hoped Zero might spare me
This
the
is fun.
trouble, but that seems increasingly unlikely.
I secretly also want to murder all of you.
Yeah. You couldn't see them, of course, but perhaps Snake sensed the confused eyes upon him.
I mean, there is sort of a pregnant pause to somebody who
Yeah.
has confused looking at you.
There is such a thing as an audible silence. When Ace spoke, he gave words to everyone else's thoughts.
Do you know something?
Say that's you.
Trying to remember some of my voices.
Yep. Well, I got good news for you. Yours are all deep voices for you. Just like all Peter voices are high-pitched voices for Peter.
Yep.
And I got all the ones that don't involve all that much stretching of a voice, so I'm happy.
The Zero voice is probably the hardest to do.
Which, on the plus side, I throw enough layers
Vocal
on
fry
that
on it.
that you're probably good with almost anything. But
Wow, harsh.
There's definitely
you're overlaying my art, baby.
The
there
characterization
is-
is the more important part of the art.
there is a the stuff you're putting in would not sound the same if you were just speaking it for sure.
Sure.
Like I'm just saying, getting it exactly right is probably not a huge deal.
I'm just giving you shit.
Well, I know a great many things, but yes.
What is it you know?
Here. Snake removed a card from the pocket of his jacket. With a flourish, he presented it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke.
Come on now. What's the point of giving me this?
Does it just have Braille on it?
I hope so. Give me that! Santa snatched the card from Ace, but his expression of disgust quickly turned to one of confusion. It's absolutely going to be Braille. Huh? The hell is this? Seven tugged it out of Santa's hands.
Heh, I see.
Please tell. This is such an anime-ass thing to do, where every single character has to be one at a time surprised by something. It's like, please don't.
And interact with it.
Who's next?
That.
Yeah. What do we think? Lotus or Clover next?
Lotus doesn't want to be involved, so I'm betting Clover.
Clover. Okay. The card went from 7 to Lotus.
Damn it.
From Lotus to June and finally to Junpei.
Oh, we get
Not
to skip
Clover.
them.
We
Okay.
skipped Clover. Okay.
Clover's the airhead. She
Yeah.
doesn't want to look at clues.
He looked at it and understood. Yeah. This is Braille. Braille, the written language of the blind. The card was covered with small embossed bumps. Junpei could recognize it, but he certainly couldn't read it. Sorry, guys, I can't read that. Maybe ask the blind guy.
Maybe you could just read it for us, guy who has a clue that decided to show it off.
Oh, my God. Though, again, I'm still not entirely convinced Snake isn't like an antagonist for this, and it would be very funny if he had this just to mock them and was like, yeah, I'm totally reading this, and is just making shit up.
Right. He is Zero, or he's an accomplice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junpei handed the card back to Snake, who nodded at him with a small smirk.
Okay, that was fun. What's so important about that card?
I found it in my pocket. That's what's so special about it. I can only assume it is a message from Zero.
From Zero?
A message?
What does it say?
Man, writing for scenes with 8 people and it sucks, huh?
Yes.
Suddenly, everyone was crowding around Snake, desperate to hear what the message said.
It just reminds me of writing short plays
I
for
was-
like third graders,
Yup.
which I have done. Yeah.
Everybody's got to have their huh line in
Everybody
there.
has to have their simple line, 3 of them spread out through the play so that they're all included, but it's not too hard to memorize.
Some would argue the final season of Stranger Things was an awful lot like this.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't either, but I've heard a lot of people talking about it. Santa especially looked as if he were about to grab hold of Snake and shake the answers from him. Snake raised his hand.
Time
Calm
for me
down
to
now.
talk."
No need to panic. You don't need to force me. I'll read it.
And none of you can verify if I'm lying
Yeah.
or not, because I'm the only one that can read it.
Yep. Junpei
Just
swallowed
throwing that
hard
out.
and waited for him to start.
Yeah, boy.
He was not the only one.
Ooh, lots
Sarah
of
was also
swallowing.
waiting for him to start. Presently, Snake began to read, his voice calm. His fingers glided over the tiny bumps as he spoke.
Yeah, boy.
Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with sight, I shall bless you, and only you, with information.
Interesting.
I shall tell you of the function of the red, of the dead, and of the bracelet. No, redemption, different thing. The red is the recognition device. Why the E is not capitalized here to make clear that this is apparently an acronym is beyond me. Sorry, an initialism.
Right.
It will verify your number. Beside every numbered door, you will find a red.
It's a like
The dead is a deactivation device. Okay, that is actually pretty clever. I like that.
it should say DEA
Yeah.
all caps. Like a NASA mission.
Yeah, exactly. It does exactly what it says. Once you have passed through the numbered door, you must use the dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet. Oh, there's a second thing that we have to tap quickly, I guess?
Maybe?
But perhaps you are wondering, what does this detonator detonate?
Your chest.
I'm afraid this may be something of a surprise. I have placed a small bomb inside of you,
A bracket, small bomb bracket.
and the people whom you are about to meet. You swallowed it while you were unconscious.
Okay, so not unconscious surgery, but
And
similar.
somehow none of you will be able to shit for the next 9 hours.
It probably takes
To be
longer
fair, it's
than that
usually
for a thing
12-ish
to pass through.
Yeah.
Unless they start drinking salt water real fast, then they can start moving out both sides quick. You swallowed it while you were unconscious. I have no doubt that by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed your stomach and found its way to your small intestine. In other words, you will be unable to regurgitate it.
Okay.
Okay?
24 to 72 hours, says the internet.
Yeah.
So 2 to 5 in the stomach, 2 to 6 in the small intestine.
And then a long-ass
10
time
to
in the
lots
large.
In the
Unless-
large, because who fucking knows?
Unless they find some high-octane coffee, then we might be in business.
Yeah,
You
14
need to get a
58.
serious case of the shits. You need some
12 hours
Hey,
seems
again.
to be a minimum time. I'm seeing everything from
A-plus
14 to
laxatives.
24. depending
Again,
on where I
seawater
live.
might be able to get you there.
with intense amounts of laxatives. They still want you to do prep 24 hours before a colonoscopy, so that's
fair.
all empty.
Fair enough. All right. In other words, you'll be unable to regurgitate it. I suggest you do not try. As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains a detonator. Oh, we got 2 of them. Oh no, the detonator is the wrist part. The bomb is separate.
Yeah, remote
Okay.
fuse, yeah.
Or timer for the bomb in your body.
Bracket, timer, bracket.
There is only one condition which will cause it to detonate.
Fucking up.
That condition is that you enter a numbered door. Once you have done so, the timer will activate, no matter who you may be. You will have 81 seconds.
9 times 9.
This is 9 nines. Why not 99 seconds?
Because that's 9/11s.
I guess that's true. 81 is 9 nines.
And it adds up to 9.
It does
with
add
the
up to 9.
With the nonary nonsense. So
Right, whereas
True, but
99
99
adds up to 0.
No, 99 would also add up to 9. Because
ultimately,
99 gives you 18,
which
18
gives you 9.
Oh, that's right. Only 0 adds up to
Yeah,
0.
0 is the only one that adds to
I
0.
think
but they are
81
functional
is
equivalent.
good both ways because it's 9 of 9 seconds, plus it also is a 9 when you do the
Yeah.
nonary thing.
I am wondering if this does mean immediately upon entering a room we have 81 seconds to find this thing in real time.
The dead.
Yeah.
To solve a little puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
If after that time the detonator has not been deactivated, it will send a signal to the bomb in your body instructing it to explode. In order to deactivate the detonator, every person who verified their number at the red
Why is that in brackets?
must also, because it's important, must also verify their numbers at the dead. Once all numbers have been verified by the dead, you need only pull the lever at its side and the countdown will cease. Anyone who I guess this is their way of verifying that everyone that entered the room is still in it. Anyone who does not verify their number at the red will find themselves unable to verify their number at the dead.
But passing through the door will have started your bomb counter.
Yes, so you'll not be able to stop the bomb
Right.
once you're inside too. Okay, so that does cover both bases for that, so that's good. Hey, wait a minute, nope. Oh, wait, no, we've covered all 3 bases because I was about to say, hey, wait a second, how come June didn't get blown up but she didn't pass through the door?
Right.
So her bomb was never turned on.
She verified, but then she didn't pass through the door. And then since she didn't verify at the dead, there was no way for Mr. 9
Yes.
to...
It was fully impossible once she was on the other side of the door. That is to say, if you should pass through a numbered door without first verifying your number at the red, in 81 seconds you will be dead. You must also keep in mind that the numbered doors will close automatically after 9 seconds have passed.
So get a move on, bitches.
So long as the door is open, the dead will not function. So you have 9 seconds and then 81 seconds. You actually have 90 seconds.
Which
Also a 9 in the nonary game.
It's all about the 9s.
It is. So long as the door is open, the dead will not function. You would do well to remember this, which means you can decide not to go in, and you're okay.
Which we witnessed, otherwise we would have blown up a
Yeah.
half
All
hour
of us should
ago.
be dead, yeah.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. By exploding the fuck out of yourself, or 1. You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. That will come up. I guarantee someone's going to stop their heart on purpose. I wouldn't be surprised if someone winds up in a situation where they have to run through the door that they didn't scan into, and you have 81 seconds to cause them heart failure enough to stop their heart.
And to get the detonator off and then
Yeah,
pump
or like
them
a
back
drug,
up.
or like
There's
the standard.
AED.
Yeah,
Because a defibrillator will stop your heart just as good as it starts your
yeah,
heart.
exactly.
Yeah, hearts don't like being jocked with
Electrified
electricity.
out of nowhere.
It's funny
No.
that it's sort of a toggle, right?
Yeah,
So you can like
Well, that's why the
paddle
idea is
someone
you're trying to
into-
reset it, like...
you can
Yep.
paddle someone to be in VFib, and then you can paddle them back out of it.
I've definitely seen a few like action movies that'll use defibrillators like that, where like, oh, they're trying to bring someone back, we're getting attacked, quick, just like they defib the other person and they're just down. It's like, yep, that works. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. I wonder if someone will wind up on the outside of the ship but not escape as well in order to stop their bracelet, like clinging to the side of it or something. There is no other way to remove your bracelet. If you attempt to force it off or disable the detonator, the bomb within you will immediately explode. Okay, so fail safes. That is all the information which I can impart to you. Suppose we could have had you do that in spooky voice too.
Except he was reading it out.
He was. It's common enough though in like movies when you're reading a letter to shift to the
The voice of
author's-
the writer, yeah.
Yeah. How you choose to use it is for you to decide. If used wisely, you can eliminate those who might be a danger to you. For a time, you would be able to control your fate. However, not having many numbers left will make it really fucking hard to move around this ship. So, you know...
Yeah, right now we've lost the only person who doesn't matter for
Did not matter, yeah. I wonder if we'll actually have cards that we can use in place of dead people at some point.
Then you don't need anybody.
That's the thing, like, too many of those means that nobody matters, but like one card or something could make a difference. I wish you the best of luck.
So, I wonder how his escape room worked when he first got here.
Yeah, that's got to be real fucking tough.
Be very considerate of the murder captor to make a
Special
accessible
Braille card for him?
an accessible puzzle.
Yeah. A lot of like Braille symbols on the walls and things, and it's more just a textural solve problem. Snake finished reading and carefully returned the card to his pocket. The message had been lengthy, but its meaning was clear. Only those who verified their numbers at the red could pass through the numbered doors. Teams could not increase or decrease their numbers. The Reds, Deads, and Bracelets enforced the rules. They were judge, jury, and executioner. Kind of literally, actually. The Reds letting you in, the Deads deciding if you're going to die, and then the Bracelets setting it off. It's actually a much more apt use of that phrase than you usually get.
Yeah.
In defiance of Zero's suggestions, both Santa and Seven put fingers down their throats and began to gag. The rest stiffened. Oh. Some touched their stomachs. Oh. Some simply stared at their bracelets. Junpei gingerly touched his stomach. Boop. There was a bomb inside his body. The thought of it made him queasy.
But not queasy enough to get rid of the bomb.
Yep.
No wonder all the organs were everywhere, though. But.
Not queasy enough to shit. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, it set off all the gloobiest ones. His stomach felt oddly hollow, and his legs were weak. Why had Zero designed such a ludicrous game? What a ludicrous display last night. Junpei looked over at the others. All right, I'm going to ask one more time. Do any of you know anything about Zero? They were all silent, each person waiting to hear what the others would say. Another hour passed.
Oh, boy.
We sat there for a real fucking long time.
Finally, Silver spoke.
Yeah. Actually, I saw him. I saw Zero when I got grabbed. I didn't see his face, though. Son of a bitch was wearing some kind of gas mask.
We saw that, too.
Yeah. What the hell? Come on, guys, give me something. You know, like surprise or something. Instead, it was Santa who looked surprised. There was a moment of silence, and then everyone spoke at once. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I saw him, too.
Me too.
He was wearing a gas mask.
Everyone knows it.
As stories were sorted out, the truth became clear. All of their stories were the same. They had been abducted at home at midnight. The person claiming to be Zero had worn a mask. There had been white smoke, and then each person passed out.
If we were all abducted at midnight, then eight of them were not the same as the other Zero. That doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Unless
or
we
he
were
spread
caught
it
at-
out over multiple days.
Yeah,
like,
could've
We
been
were
over
caught
the
at
course of-
9 different time zones. Well, it
Guess
can't be
that's
spread
fair.
out across that many days, or 6 of us would have shit out our bomb already.
Well, no, you just don't feed it to them until you're ready.
Until
to
they
start
arrive
the
on the
game.
boat.
Oh,
maybe,
I guess
yeah.
you keep them in a forced coma for 6 days instead of feeding them the bomb immediately.
Yeah.
You feed the bomb to them, like, you know.
You're right. You do something that's like 3 time zones each night, and it's only 3 days. And
Yeah.
you kind of make it work.
Yeah.
There had been white smoke, and when they awoke, they had found themselves on D deck in a room with a 3-level bunk bed. Oh, everyone had the same looking rooms, too, okay. Only 7's story seemed to lack the detail of the others.
Oh.
Also, they started out downstairs, didn't flood, made it all the way upstairs, and then we were the last ones out, I guess?
And then because we let all the water in.
Yeah.
Me? Yeah, well, mine was just like the rest of yours.
That was all he had said. Oh, so it wasn't different then.
He could be lying. The idea is he didn't give any details.
I
We
guess
were never
so,
sure.
yeah. And it occurred to Junpei at the time that it sounded somewhat strange, but he didn't press the issue. He hadn't done so because there was something that struck him as even stranger. I absolutely shit the bomb out already. I'm sorry, guys.
I shit real fast.
Yeah, shit so fast. That was the mystery of the relationship between Snake and Clover. Oh, right, because she's been guiding him around. For some reason, they had been abducted from the same room and woken up in the same room. Okay. Junpei looked at them thoughtfully. So what's the deal with the two of you, anyway? It was Clover that answered. Clearly, she felt she had nothing to hide.
We're siblings.
No?
I can totally see the resemblance.
She dyes her hair pink. It's naturally silver.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Just the faces don't look
Siblings.
anything alike, though.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, did you notice that the dot noises are higher pitched
Yes,
for her?
yeah.
Yeah. Snake is my older brother, obviously. That means I'm his little sister. Ooh.
Oh, no.
That really so hard to understand?
Junpei was taken aback. How can siblings exist? The others seemed just as surprised. She is correct, of course. He laid his hand on Clover's shoulder. Are you surprised?
Well, yeah, but
Why? There are other people here with connections to one another. Those two, for instance. Snake pointed at Junpei and June. Yeah, true.
Oh, you mean between Junpei and me?
Stop that!
ah, yes. You did say you were childhood friends, didn't you?
You went to school together.
I like that. I can tell there's a moment where we see the text and then everyone is simultaneously going, "Whose is that?" Oh, right.
Especially when they don't change the character on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June glanced at Junpei, uncomfortable with the sudden attention. Junpei felt somewhat nervous as well and tried to scratch his head as casually as possible. Just like creaking noise.
Trying to be anime protagonist.
Yep.
With the head scratch and the vacant expression.
Yeah. Hey, you think maybe we could figure out who Zero is this way?
It's June. Yeah, you're right. You connect the dots between the victims, and that leads to you, to the perp. Textbook
Whoa! Call it a shot.
Leads you to the perp.
stuff.
Junpei, June, does any of this ring a bell?
Ring a bell.
Ring a bell?
Yeah, that's what I said. What the fuck? They looked at one another, and like it was staged, they both tilted their neck at the same time.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Well, perhaps you went to school with the son of a multimillionaire. A millionaire? God damn it.
Son? Yeah, it's like the
I
boy
don't
child of
understand
someone.
these concepts.
The subtle difference that I used between these two voices makes this conversation
Is
really...
veering closer to him.
Well, someone brought this boat and set up all of this.
I mean, she raised a good point. They have to have some kind
Whoever
of money.
Zero is, they must be incredibly rich. It's Elon Musk.
Well, we can't be sure of that.
No, it's definitely Elon.
Yeah, I
To
think
me,
so.
this seems as though it's the work of an organization, not an individual.
I would agree a little bit with Ace.
This is the
Zero is
cube.
most likely simply the representative of a larger group.
Everybody else besides Junpei is in on this.
What sort of organization? It could... Stop it! It could be a number of things. An army, perhaps, or a research group. Perhaps this is all some sort of psychological experiment.
Yeah, so it's Cube. If it is, then it's a pretty fucked up experiment.
Yeah, like Cube.
Yeah, right?
I mean, come on. A guy's dead.
Or
As far as we know.
Cube Zero.
Yeah, it's a little more Cube Zero than Cube. The word dead hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The room went quiet again.
How would you lay any doubt on 9 being dead with all that blood?
Yeah.
I suppose he could have blown up a... No, his body was there. We just
Yeah.
haven't seen
It could have been like a fake, but yeah.
I don't know who the hell this Zero asshole is, but I know for sure he's got to be pretty fucked up in the head to do all this.
I like the idea if it just ended. I know for sure he's got to be pretty.
He's got to
I'm
be
into
pretty.
that.
Like, in my head. Maybe not in my head, too, if we find him. Maybe? Question mark. If this is all one guy, he's got some serious issues.
I mean, if it's a group, then it's a
They
group
all
with
have
serious issues.
Yeah. I don't...
Even with the specter of death
It's going
hanging
to
over
get to
them.
11.
Their discussion continued for some time. How much fucking time are we wasting here?
Guys, we were
you're
given a
scaring
time
the cat.
limit.
In the end, however, they learned nothing. Great. 2 hours wasted. Bong. Don't even.
A half an hour, okay.
By the time they finished, 1.5 of their 9 hours were gone. We're a sixth of the way through our time, and we've done exactly nothing.
One escape room at the beginning and one...
And that was before the 9 hours started, too.
All they had to show
And-
for it was impatience.
and
So,
one
all right.
and one question that had 2 wrong answers.